Alright, welcome back everyone to A Programmer Plays Ender Magnolia. In our previous episode, we did a bit more poking around in the mines area. We did manage to find a boss who put the hurt on us a little bit. So I decided to switch things up, and we've gone all the way over on the opposite side of the map, and we're exploring this side. There's clearly more that we can go this direction. There's like we're heading on down in here. We got options, is what I'm saying. And I reckon, just a good opportunity for us to pick up some upgrades, grab some levels, all that good stuff. We have picked up this heavy axe move, which is pretty cool. Doing some good damage. Gosh, we are going down here. Hold on, before we go that way, I want to run over this way. I imagine it's going to be a similar situation. Oh, okay. Alright. Hey, level up. Level 12. Okay. That was some fairly unnecessary damage we took, but that's okay. Oh! Alright, we wasted that, but... then pop this. Ooh. Nope. There we go. Hey, first try. Not a super clean showing, but I'll take it. A frost. You're a sight for sore eyes. Stay on your toes. The fumes. We can't help it. I've got nothing else to give, so please, take this. Alright, experimental amplifier. We got one of those previously. And that did refill our heals, which is slightly surprising. Ooh, cool. I was curious if he could follow me into the, why aren't you targeting him? I was curious if that big guy could follow us into the, elevator, and the answer being yes is a little bit of a surprise, I'm not gonna lie. a slightly bad job, but it's okay. Okay. Okay, this is just back to where we were. I obviously, yeah, I did. I missed a really obvious little switch platform thing. I just wasn't even looking for it. Are you anything? Like that shiny spot there sure seems like a something, but might not be. All right, cool. What are you? Hey, nice. 5 more HPs. That presume... Oh, no, actually. This spot looks a little bit like it might be a fake wall, but I don't think it actually is. What do we think the odds are that there's a way to squish yourself doing this? I feel like the odds are pretty good, actually. That was too suspicious. Too suspicious by half. Materials time 200. Nice. Happy for that. I like the way that, if we look at the map, well, my footprints are a little bit in the way. There we go. There's a, bit of like a dappling effect to show where illusory walls were. I just think that's nice, you know? Right, we'll rest. Let's see. Since we've got that thing available, can we? No. Okay. How is this level 2? I guess when we upgraded it, it became a level 2? Could unlock that. Or is this like a leveling thing? Have we leveled and I've not realized it? I'm gonna go ahead and unlock this, but I don't actually intend to use it at the moment. I probably shouldn't have done that, but it's okay. A decent chunk of materials doing this. think that's probably worth going back for. Homunculus Research Log 2. Requiring neither food nor water, homunculi instead find sustenance in magical energies. Through the preservation and replication of the soul, it has also become possible to create homunculi with regenerative abilities, capable of withstanding the blight in the lower stratum. Before long, we shall be able to plumb its lowermost depths. The land of origin is within our reach. Feels like another boss arena. Not, apparently, but... Can we swim? Yes, okay. Not very well. Yeah, can't do that yet. We'll be back to you, water area. I'm a little too greedy there. So close to getting the next level. Okay, so we're seeing... Okay, so this is just the other side of that same thing. You know what, let's go down, because we can see that there's a shiny there, which is what we're here for. Nice, level 13. And I do love that this axe goes through floors so cleanly. You think that that's a race situation? Or do we think, nah? Eye of the Ancients reduces cooldown for abilities by 15%. An ancient arcane instrument fashioned by House Frost. The eerie blue eye enclosed within it is said never to take its gaze off the holder. Whether or not the orb is real is another matter. Fun, spooky, dig it. We'll go ahead and pop. Yeah. time was 100. Nice. Those extra rune slots will be mine. Relic slots. I don't know why I said rune slots. What actually is the cost of 3? Okay. I mean, I'm tempted. Tempted to go ahead and I'm slightly confused about. Okay. We're gonna go to this respite so that we can. Oh, hey, the kids are here. Can't believe my brother fell down here too. Thank you for saving me. That homunculus looked like he was about to fall apart. He told me to stay away from him. He left me here and went off by himself. Thank goodness she's okay. From now on, I'll make sure I protect her. Ooh, picking up NPCs. Love it. Alright, ooh, new stuff. Thistle Bangle, which looks like some extra attack and defense. Yeah, that's just better than our crude bangle. And mixed parts. Oh, yeah, that's an easy sell. We'll go ahead and pick this up. And unfortunately, that does now mean that we don't have enough money to pick up the relic slot that I came here for. But I would say that the other stuff that we've picked up is well worth it. So equipment. This is currently interesting. Okay. Yeah, so let's switch this one out for this. Yeah, and this is just objectively worse. Cool. And now, let's see what else those enhancements can go towards. So, can't go towards that, or that, or that, or that. Well, what was in it? Oh, mixed parts is a separate thing. Ooh, alright. Interesting. Spinning tornado that ignores enemy defenses and continually does break damage for as long as the button is held. Lilac's able to move and jump while using this ability. Or Rocket Fist. Interesting. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and unlock Rocket Fist. Alright, and it requires different parts to upgrade. This being locked to diagonally upwards is a bit of a rough realization now that I've unlocked it. Yeah, we'll hold with our current loadout. Because the reality is the enemies are more likely to be to the side of me than they are, you know, above or anything, you know, above and to the side. That makes sense? Let's actually, I want to finish this room above me here before we go into that room, because that room's screams boss fight, right? This has spikes on the bottom. I feel like for certain if I try and stand underneath it, I'm gonna get squashed and perish. You gonna be lighted dice gain plus 15% experience after felling an enemy. A die imbued with magic spell that improves the holder's luck. Crafted in the lower stratum, it is amongst the rarer arcane instruments. Okay. Purchase this, so now we're sitting at fairly decent number of slots. Now let's see. Oh, this is actually only one. Interesting. In the last game, we came real close to max level just by playing normally. Like, we weren't really grinding or anything, so I'm betting that there will be a similar situation here where we can get to level 100 and not need this. But I'm glad to have this anyways, because it's something that I'll throw on if I've got one slot left over, right? Cool. All right, enough diddle-daddling. Let's find out what's going on in here. The Grim Reaper of Milius. Never thought I'd run into you here. Whoa, you look cool. Okay, noted. Alright, well that did not work out for me, but... Okay, cool, cool, very cool. Alright, phase 1. Oh, is that the whole thing? Genuinely surprised. I failed. I thought for sure there was going to be another one. Only one attuner made it back from the depths. All he found was the shackled beast. The fumes have reached the crystalline realm. Even resistant homunculi are going crazy. Crazy. I'm more sober than ever, free from your brainwashing, damn humans. An attuner, another of Milius's disposable pets. You think you're any different from a homunculus? No, we're the same, you and me. Help me put an end to this nightmare. Sticking it to those Milius scum, not a bad deal. Show me what you've got, attuner. Interesting. This power, a frost, so there's still hope. You called me the Grim Reaper of Milius. Why? Another mutant without its memories, huh? Then you wouldn't remember if we've met before. Not that they'd be good memories, not with these Milius scum involved. We'll need to keep this one on a short leash. Strength is the only language he understands. I don't answer to you. I pledge my allegiance to the Frosts. No need to fight. Whatever. Nothing left here for me to protect anyways. So, the last of the Frosts, huh? Let me help. I'll be your shield. Allies. Shackled Beast. Cooldown ability tempered into a formidable weapon by the experiments conducted by House Milius. This homunculus was abandoned by its former masters after proving too difficult to control. He was subsequently tasked with exploring the lowest depths of the land of fumes, from whence few ever re-emerge. But emerge he did, and with an attuner in tow. Shackled Beast's counter. When activating the Shackled Beast's ability, Lilac will temporarily assume a defensive stance, during which enemy attacks are automatically nullified and countered. Be warned, however, that timing is key, and that the ability requires a period of cooldown before it may be used again. Okay, so we've got a parry. I'm gonna be honest, I'm real bad at parries. We got a parry ability in the previous game, and I think I successfully used it, like, once? The color shift here is very Ender Lilies, in my opinion. What a bizarre sight. The fumes have affected the very wildlife here. Warp. Okay. Okay, materials. Gotcha. Ooh. Words etched into stone. O noble guardian, cast thy bolt of judgment upon those who defile the azure forest. The magic from the land of origin dwells in the azure forest. The beast's wrath shall echo through the forest, reaching to its origin. Status effect Shock. If Lilac or an enemy is hit by an electric attack, it may inflict the shock status effect, during which their attack and defense will be affected for a period of time. Shock eventually wears off by itself and can be prevented through the use of certain relics. Okay. The video that was there wasn't super clear to me whether the thing was being affected or Lilac was being affected. I can see it either way. The tethered steeple was the last bastion for homunculi with nowhere else to go. That was my story too. Failed experiment. The Miliuses left me to rot in the lower stratum. And a tuner from House Frost saved our butts. Got us set up in the steeple. Worked out for him too. Kept the Miliuses from taking over the place. Milius scum. They keep cooking up homunculi, but I'm gonna put an end to that. We don't get to choose, you know? Our fates are set in stone from the moment we're born. It's a raw deal. I'm loving these conversations. These are great. Past the Crimson Forest is the stronghold of House Frost. No idea what it's like now, though. Not since I shacked up in the tethered steeple. Woof woof. What's wrong? Seems there's something on his mind. Maybe the forest is where he was born. There. I want to play these pretty much as soon as I have access to them, because it feels like there's a good chance that I'll, like it feels entirely possible that I'll miss something. Whoa, cool. Like, you know, we'll unlock a conversation and then move on with the plot and then miss stuff. So, okay, so we got a bunch of ways that we can go in here. That's a one-way spot, it looks like. Hey, level up 14. Oh, cool. That'll send us back in. Banking on that fencing not being like a spike trap. It kind of looked like one, and I was like, I'm gonna be so mad at myself if it is. And we got a locked door over here. Trying to lightning me here. All right. that currency is. The little golden coins. Alright, that worked out well. Okay, so it's you that was blinding me. Excellent. Okay, level 15. Oh, yeah. Secrets. Okay, yeah, that's worth going to, I would say. Alright, Crimson Bangle. Improves stats, primarily defense. You up to 2 bangles can be equipped at a time. A trinket worn long ago by the ancients. It is engraved with runes and a faded red root wraps around it. Okay, we can pass through that. Excellent. Good. All right. Let's consider this one. Interesting. This would be a minor debuff to attack, but a pretty significant buff to defense and heal potency. So, sure. Ability components: obsolete core, parts that can be used to unlock and strengthen abilities. A homunculus core was once in common use. It was among the first cores put into production. The outer casing that protected the homunculus' soul has a defect in it. Alright, hold. What abilities can we upgrade with that? unlock this. Gosh, and I'm doing a terrible job. I don't think this whole episode I've had the owl out at all. Okay, so this one switches it over to be more of a thunderbolt situation. Interesting. This would make him charge. Nullifies enemy attacks momentarily and counters with a lunging attack. That's a lot how we're using Leto right now, but it doesn't specify it can be used simultaneously. But I guess Leto's doesn't either, at least not on this screen. So let's unlock this. And now I will go over and see. Now it does not say that we can do this in conjunction with other stuff the way that Leto's does. I think we would be effectively like not able to do this and, you know, attack. So we'll hold off for now. That might not hold true for very long. You know what we should do? Alright, I did say in the previous episode that I would go back for this boss. Let's do it so that I'm not a liar. The boss should be fine now. Oh, I forgot about that part. Making a lot of silly mistakes. Like that. I tried to heal there, and I really should not have. It's interesting, like, this is clearly just, like, not the way we're, like, this is an option. This is where I first went. But, like, this boss is so much notably harder than the other bosses that we've fought. judged it. Come on. Get stunned. Ah. No. We basically had it, except that I screwed it up there at the end. Alright, we got this. We got this. The tune here feels so much like a Demon Slayer song. It's not, but it's close to it, which is really interesting. Oh, I just stood there and took that for no reason. Dumb errors. There's something like particularly frustrating about when you're messing up a boss fight and you know exactly what you're doing wrong. Gosh, he's got so much stagger bar there. And I know that I need to not... Oh, I thought I was positioned well. I know that I need to not go towards him when he does that. But a lot of times I feel like in the heat of the moment, I'm like, oh, this is my only option. And it's not. It's not my only option, unless I've really screwed the pooch. Alright. First section. Oh. I thought it was far enough away. We're gonna go ahead and pop this. windows are not terribly large. Oh, come on, what am I doing? Yeah. I gave that one away. Ooh. Alright, we can do this, we can do this. There and watched it happen to me. Inauspicious start. This is not the one. I gave that one away. Alright, you know what? I recognize in myself that I am not having a good time fighting this guy. So we're gonna do other stuff. This was a mistake. I should have cut my losses there fairly early. I'm really surprised though. I am surprised that we've got such a, like, this guy over here was relatively easy. And this one, which I felt like was the more intuitive path to go to, has proven to be significantly harder, in my opinion. And maybe it's just like a loadout thing, like, I'm just doing a bad job with my loadout choices, but... Alright, so we're over here, we can go this way. Like, maybe that guy, like, if we did the parries, he would be really trivial. I kind of doubt it, but, you know. Never say never. Do I think? Oh, it did. Okay, cool. I was like, is that gonna put us into this little lower area? Nice, 200 materials, love it. really want to upgrade this gun, because I feel like even a slight change to this gun would make a pretty significant difference to that fight. Like, even one more point of damage from this, or a slight increase in the rate at which it builds stagger, would make a really noticeable difference. Really expected, because this is like such a sequence of jumps, that this would be significant somehow. Maybe it is, and I'm just not aware of it yet, but I don't really feel like it. You know what I don't have out? My dang owl. I keep forgetting that it doesn't come out on its own when I die. Oh. I was not expecting that to reach me. So what do we think? Through here? Ooh, lever. Okay. Kinda sad pupper. When did I hit 16? I don't know that I even noticed hitting 16. In fact, I'm reasonably confident that I did not notice hitting 16. Alright, so we've got the static, or the shock status, which is made abundantly clear by the sound. Alright. We'll go down first, I reckon. Okay. continuing to rack up whatever all that is. Ah, tricky. Alright, more HP. We definitely could put that to good use. Here before. Yep. Alright, so I do want to go back to that spot. Actually, hold on. We still haven't done this door up here. Lot of options here. That we have actually been here. Oh. Yeah, we definitely have. I guess we just didn't come here through other systems. This goes to there. We can see from our map that there's a secret spot over here. I've not been it. Cool. Chain Belt increases damage dealt by 10% when attacking on the ground. A mark of camaraderie awarded to a warrior that defended House Frost's territory. The chains were fashioned by the sorcerers of the Crimson Forest. Seeped in strong magics, they were designed to restrain the homunculi of House Milius. Alright. This didn't really go where I thought it was going to go. But you guys, what? Feels like maybe a mistake to do this, but I am going to retreat back to this respite because I'm just now like registering like, hey, wait a minute. I have run a little bit long. I've not dealt with that appropriately, so okay, see, like this feels like a better choice for me than this. So we're gonna take this off so that we can put this on. Wait. Oh, it takes 3 slots. Ooh. Dang. Alright, maybe we'll put that back on. I'm guessing that once one of these is upgradable, it'll like highlight. The same way that this is highlighted. Like it'll be less grayed out, is what I'm assuming. But yes, this is where I'm gonna end this one. We didn't get the boss, but that's okay. I am okay with us, continuing to explore. Like, there's a lot going on in the Crimson Forest over here. And we'll just get some more levels, get some more upgrades, and come back and defeat that boss another day. But until then, thanks for watching. Bye.